None of us can say that we're happy all the time. Nobody in human history, even if you have all the wealth in the world to manage, none of us can say that we are always going to be joyful. Now, because that is always true for every single one of us, we should not be too low, we shouldn't be too discouraged when things don't go our way, and neither should we be too excited when things do start going our way. There is a moderation in the joy and the rejoicing that you and I should partake in because of the various changes in life. But there is one area that should always fill us with joy. And I want us to talk about that for the next few moments here on CITAM Church Online. My name is Reverend Kwame Rubadiri. In verses 9 through 11 of Psalm 48, the sons of Korah wrote these words: "Within your temple, O God, we meditate on your unfailing love. Like your name, O God, your praise reaches to the ends of the earth. Your right hand is filled with righteousness. Mount Zion rejoices. The villages of Judah are glad because of your judgments." Now, as I said right from the beginning, none of us are happy all the time, and thankfully none of us are sad all the time. There is something, or someone I should say, that helps us to moderate and manage how we feel and how we should react and respond to the various situations in our lives. The sons of Korah remind us that if we took the time, we take time to meditate on the unfailing love of our God, the fact that we're surrounded by His care, even in difficult times, in times of trouble or distress, God's love is still available to surround us, that there's reason to rejoice even in times that we don't understand and we're not sure what the meaning of this is for us. Because God loves us, and somebody needs to hear that this morning, that you are loved by God, regardless of the circumstances you're in today. It is an unfailing love. And as we think about that, as we rehearse the times that we remember God has moved on our behalf and done things on our behalf, He's changed situations, He's even changed bosses for us just to show His favor in our lives, we can be absolutely confident that that unfailing, never-ending love will be with us as we continue through this life. He says that your praise reaches to the ends of the earth. Whatever God does in our lives and causes us to rejoice in should be shared widely. We should be grateful and thankful to God, and others should know that we are grateful and thankful to God for all that we do. A couple of weeks ago, I was looking at a clip online that had gone viral. It showed a speech that was given, not even a speech, it was just some comments made by the new president of Kenya, His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, just recounting his childhood and how he grew up just as a farm boy, simple farmer, very simple life, and only got a pair of shoes when he was going to high school at the age of 13. And how grateful he was for where God had brought him. At that time of the recording, he was only the deputy president of Kenya, which was no small feat, having come through the ranks from being a cattle herder, looking after his father's cattle, being a farmer, selling chickens at some point, selling maize, and now at the pinnacle of power in the nation of Kenya. Every nation knows, and everyone who has been online knows how grateful the current president of Kenya is for how far God has brought him through all those difficulties. Now, you and I have no idea how far God will bring us, but we should always remain grateful. We should always rejoice that our circumstances are not the end. Our situation is not the finish line for us. God will always have us elevated to the place where we can rejoice in Him. He says that the villages around Judah are glad because of God's judgments. God's judgments will always be for our favor and for our good. They may seem painful at some point, but as you look back and as you consider what God has done for you, you will always be grateful. You will always rejoice that I may not be all that I want to be, but thank God I'm not what I used to be. God bless you.